Hello and welcome to Kingston Now. I'm Jimmy Buff. You've seen the signs when you come into a town or city. The Chamber of Commerce welcomes you. But have you ever thought about what that means and who they are? Today we're going to take a look at the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce, and joining us now is their president, Ward Todd. Hi, Ward.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Now, before we get on to that, I just want to say that there are people who are hearing your name and hearing your voice and saying, where do I know that guy?
Right.
That's because you hosted the morning radio show at WKNY in Kingston for how many years?
I did the morning for about 20 years.
That's an impressive amount of time.
It was a great experience. I loved every bit of it. It opened a lot of doors for me. I made a lot of friends, and radio was always my first love, and probably still is today.
Well, I know that you impacted a lot of people in the city of Kingston, and now as the president of the Chamber of Commerce, you're doing the same. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Chamber of Commerce is?
Sure. For those people unfamiliar with what a chamber does, we're the union for businesses. We represent 1,200 businesses in our region. And all of them are looking for a voice, someone to advocate for them, whether it's at the county level, state, or federal. And so when there's an issue of importance, workmen's compensation, tort reform, some of those kinds of things, economic development, the chamber is there as a spokesperson for that organization of businesses. And we have businesses throughout the Hudson Valley and even beyond, in fact. So we are a regional chamber of commerce. And so we consider ourselves the spokesperson or the spokesgroup for those organizations, those businesses.
And how many members did you say you had?
We have 1,200 members now.
And covering every sort of business? Like, what does one have to do to become a member of the chamber?
Well, you should be operating a business, a DBA or an incorporated business. And what's amazing to me is how businesses have changed. Years ago, we'd have a lot of major companies back in the day when IBM was here. But now we've got so many folks who have either decided to start a new career, they may have been stuck in a job they didn't like a lot, so they start something new. And we do a monthly ribbon cutting, a meet and greet, a business card exchange for our members, and to get them together and find out all these new businesses is absolutely fascinating. The entrepreneurs who come out of nowhere to start a brand new paradigm, it's fascinating. So can't tell you who the average business is or anything like that, because they really run the gamut. From sole proprietors, which we have probably 300-400, all the way up to the major corporations are members of the Chamber of Commerce.
Are you also involved in promoting business in the region?
We are. There's an organization of Hudson Valley Chamber executives. We meet on a regular basis. And we have the philosophy that a rising tide lifts all boats. So if something comes to Dutchess County or to Greene County, it's going to benefit us ultimately here in Ulster County and vice versa. So we do try to work together, particularly when it comes to legislation that impacts the Hudson Valley. We're very, very active in that.
Is there any legislation going on now that you can talk about that is really going to affect business in the area?
Well, the MTA tax was really big. It impacted more southern Hudson Valley counties than it did in Ulster County, but we were advocating with those counties no increase in the MTA fees and to make the transit in New York City more affordable for the people who have to go into Manhattan.
Be specific. How would that affect the business here in the Hudson Valley?
Well, you know, anything that impacts the cost of doing business has a ripple effect, and it can be a new fee, it can be a new tax, it can be a surcharge. There are many ways that folks can couch these terms. None of them are beneficial to business. So we're always looking for ways to make New York State and the Hudson Valley in particular more business friendly.
Can you tell me about some of the businesses that are coming to the area, recent transplants?
Yeah, sure. The most exciting is currently in the solar industry. The Solar Energy Consortium began a few years ago, and we've major funding from Maurice Hinchy's office and some of the other private donors. We've seen that organization and some of the solar companies really blossom here locally. And it's amazing to me to see that there, in fact, is manufacturing coming back to Ulster County. People were of the belief that all of that was done in China or somewhere else, and there is a legitimate amount being done right here that we are very, very proud of. And so we are exporting to other countries products that are made right here in Ulster County, and that's very exciting.
And how will the Chamber work with those companies? What will you do? Well,
we assist them in many ways. We offer group rate health insurance for their employees, for instance. We certainly do advocate for them, and we're a voice for them if they need assistance. Now there's been less federal funding available, so we're working with them to try to ensure that there are private companies and organizations that will help the solar companies to grow and expand.
That's the company, bigger company picture. What about if you're an individual business person in the Ulster County area? What if you're just one person who has a shop? How do you guys help them?
Well, and so we hear often from that kind of a sole proprietor, I'm so busy I can't come to your very popular events. And so how can you help? We have a great website that's up 24/7 that benefits them. We have features that run in the newsletter. We do a radio show every week, a half-hour spotlight on a different chamber member. And we have small events that they can come to off hours. So they can work till 5 o'clock and still make a networking mixer that's at a different venue every month. And we're getting 300, 400, sometimes 500 people at those. So the chance to see other people in the community and network and perhaps find new business leads or someone to buy your service or product, the opportunities are great.
So you still have your hand in radio?
I still have my hand in radio, yeah.
Tell me about some of those radio shows. Who are you talking to?
Well, we do a different chamber member every week. We find someone that's of interest, whatever's happening in our region in that particular area. So we book them a month or so in advance, and thanks to a bunch of radio stations in our area, the show airs on 11 stations, 12 times every weekend. It's spotlight on the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce, and I thoroughly enjoy doing it. So it allows me to still have a little bit of my foot in the radio still.
We're in the midst of a mayoral race in Kingston, and I believe that you guys are hosting an event for them sometime soon as well, right?
We are. October 14th is going to be our breakfast for people in the region to find out about the candidates for mayor. Jim Satile, very, very popular mayor, is leaving after, I think, 9 years in office. So we've got, at this point, some fresh faces and some new faces. This is the chance for folks to see them. I think that'll be a sold-out breakfast. We'll have probably 300 people there to see the candidates.
You're watching Kingston Now, and when we come back, we'll take a look at a recent business showcase put on by the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce at SUNY Ulster. Stay with us. Welcome back to Kingston Now, and with us once again is Ward Todd, the president of the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce. Now, Ward, you guys just had a business showcase at SUNY Ulster. What was the idea behind that?
It essentially, I mean, we do so many networking events, Jimmy. It was the biggest networking event that we do of the year, every year. It's our 15th annual, and we have exhibitors from all over the region showcasing their products, their services. And we get about 1,000 people come out every year to find out what's happening to these businesses in Ulster County. So it's a great way to network and to grow business.
So let's take a look at what happened at this year's business showcase.
Welcome to the Business Showcase. Tell us why you're here.
Thank you, Ward. It's a pleasure to be here. We love coming to this showcase. It's great to see all of our friends and neighbors and to tell them all the great things there are to see and do in Ulster County. Sometimes people don't get a chance to experience their own county, so we love being here.
We're here for another year to show people in the Hudson Valley what coffee system the Hudson Valley has for them to show for their coffee need.
Every year it's different. There's veteran exhibitors like ourselves and there's new exhibitors. So it's really a great day to be here and network with fellow local businesses in the area.
Well, you know, it's a great opportunity for the college to really showcase how great we are and how wonderful we are. Of course, I have a vested interest. I'm the college admissions recruiter here at SUNY Ulster. But it also gives us it's a different event for my student admissions ambassadors to sort of participate in and pay it forward to showcase what a great student population that we have here on campus.
Liaison is a company that has pioneered a unique solution for employee benefits for small businesses, basically giving them an alternative from what we consider a very broken model in the country with rising healthcare costs and, you know, the decision every year of, you know, to pass costs along or reduce benefits. We offer businesses a way out. Something new that puts consumerism and choice back in the hands of the employees to give them more and better choice and benefits.
Well, I have a uniform company in the Kings Mall. We do medical, we do emergency, we do chef wear, we do anything you want in a uniform, and accessories.
Here, I think this is my fourth or fifth year to be here. enjoying meeting new people and helping people protect their family, their lifestyle, and their home so that they don't lose everything when they need long-term care.
We're actually very busy this year. It's been actually a banner year again, and I want to thank everybody out there for coming down to Johnson Signs and Teas.
A lot of the companies we see year after year, so it's good to reconnect with them. And there's also new businesses every year. So we go, we hand out our business cards, and it's a great networking event for everybody that's involved, at least for the bank.
It's a great way for us to connect with the businesses here in Ulster County, where we run a lot of our workplace campaigns for our annual fundraising drive.
And what do you get out of the showcase every year, Sue?
We make new contacts every year. I mean, one year we met someone who's now on our board. She became a volunteer as part of our Cash Coalition, and she's now a board member. And it's just a great way for us to network with other businesses and folks here in Ulster County.
It's an ever-changing atmosphere and the group of people that participate. We found over the years that it's good to get the exposure to the other vendors that come, as well as the people that come down to visit from the outside.
Good, doing good, very good this year. Business has picked up, unfortunately, due to some of the events of this flood that happened, but they're finding that closed cell foam and spray foam in general is far superior to fiberglass. So all these homes that got devastated, they're realizing fiberglass isn't going back in. So foam is finally taking a step up where people are actually realizing what we're doing and why we're doing it.
We have a lot of energy efficiency programs happening right now. And today, we're especially promoting our commercial lighting program. And if you get your lights upgraded with Central Hudson, we will cover 60% of it.
60%, that's a big chunk.
It's a big chunk, yes. We want everyone to start using energy efficient lights. Businesses, nonprofits, colleges, synagogues, churches, any kind of store or retail operation. We can replace your lights and you can save 60% because that's what we cover.
We're having a great day. This is a wonderful event. We're proud to be part of it, and I think this is our 4th year participating. We wouldn't miss it.
So tell me what's going on at 92.9.
We're out on the road making new friends, catching up with old friends. We are about to launch a brand new morning show in another couple of weeks, which we're very excited about.
I look forward to it every year. I get to see a lot of my clients here and a lot of new people as well.
So what's new with your company? New products?
Well, our colors are really taking off. It's becoming more affordable. The cost per copy is way down. So people are switching over because they find that color brings in more business.
The last year has been amazing, Ward. I came on, if you may remember, last year this was the first week I was on the job as the new director of the Spectrum Services Foundation. And since then, we've had a wonderful new event, Artists for Autism, that was extremely successful. We've grown with our donor base. Our school is doing beautifully. The kids came back this year, and it's been wonderful to have them back. It's hard when they're away during the vacations. For me, because they're our inspiration at the foundation. And of course, we know that there's something very special that's going to happen on October 20th. Am I allowed to talk about that? The Chambers have awarded Susan Buckler and Jamie Wolf, our co-founders, the Heart of Ulster County Award. We are thrilled, and they are thrilled, not just for themselves, but for the entire staff, because without our staff and our donors and all of our supporters, the miraculous thing they've done over the last 35 years couldn't have happened. So it's been terrific.
This fabulous showcase. In an economy like this, to get this many folks to put staff and time and talent and resources out on the floor, we're all going to get a great return on our investment today, but it's exciting. It really is. I mean, I know I'm Pollyanna of a bad economy here, but I'm a true believer that Ulster County will come through this even stronger than we started out.
This is Kingston Now, and next we'll move from the business showcase to the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce's upcoming Business Recognition Awards Dinner. We'll tell you who the honorees are and what they did to get the awards. Thanks for joining us again. This is Kingston Now. On October 20th, the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Ulster County Development Corporation will honor the recipients of the 2011 Business Recognition Awards at a dinner to be held at Wiltwyck Country Club in Kingston. Let's start with the Business Person of the Year. What do you do, Ward, to get to become Business Person of the Year?
Well, there is a nomination process that everyone goes through, and that lasts a couple of months. So we had some great nominees this year, but we felt the cream of the crop were Gary and Diane Kvistad of Woodstock Percussion and Woodstock Chimes. Been in business for a long time in the region, grown their business, gone through some changes, but through it all, a great product, a tremendous line of chimes and other sound equipment that they produce and sell. And they also are great individuals in our community. They're great people they've got a Woodstock Chimes Foundation they set up to help some arts groups and some other organizations. They're truly wonderful people. They do this drum boogie every year, which was just recently here in Kingston. So they're the Business Persons of the Year.
The Business of the Year is the Celex Corporation. Did I say that correctly?
It's Celex. It's
Celex.
in Highland. They manufacture lighting fixtures. Here again, we're talking about manufacturing. They do a wonderful job. They have grown rather than move out of the region or out of New York State. They've in fact gotten larger. They're doing more manufacturing now than ever, and so they're the large business of the year.
The small business of the year is someone that a lot of people see on a daily basis when they go to buy some milk or some half and half for their coffee. Boyce's Brothers?
Yeah, Boyce Brothers Dairy. What great people. Long-time chamber members, long-time staples of our community. Dick Boyce and his family continue to do a great job in promoting the local region and the local milk and other dairy products. So they're our small business of the year.
Have they won before? You would think that they have.
Yeah, no, they haven't. These are all first-time honorees.
Now, the next one is a name that a lot of people in the area know. It's for Cultural Business of the Year, and it's the Levon Helm Studios.
Yeah. Again, someone we probably should have honored a long time ago. What a wonderful local asset he is. He does the Ramble. He doesn't, so he's famous, and he doesn't put his head under the covers and, you know, try to be anonymous. When he's here, he's out seeing people. He's performing all the time, and he is a great asset to us. He is a great tourist draw for Ulster County.
Yeah, I mean, people fly from all over the country, all over the world to come to his legendary rambles. But in addition to that, he brings world-famous musicians to Woodstock to play in basically what is his home.
I know. He is a great individual, a wonderful human being, so we're so delighted to honor him.
Yeah, and he's got an upcoming free show at Gill's Farms, which is a terrific annual event that he participates in.
Yeah, great individual.
The Adaptive Reuse Building Project of the Year. Tell me about that.
So as you come into Kingston, right off the traffic circle, there is an abandoned, or was an abandoned, volunteer fire company, Excelsior Hose. Our honoree won because they took that old building and renovated it, so it's now an absolute showpiece here in Ulster County. It's Westwood Meets and Bounds. Brand new office is one of the first things you see when you come into Kingston through the uptown region.
And those are the kind of things that, as residents and as business people, you love to see someone taking something that's existing and just making it better.
Absolutely. Did a great job on that.
Can you tell me about the Heart of Ulster County Award?
Real special, at least to me. It's something that we don't take nominations for. The committee of representatives from both boards, the Chamber and UCDC, look for someone every year who has done really special things in our area. And we chose Susan Buckler and Jamie Wolf this year from the Spectrum for the Center for Spectrum Services, the former Children's Annex. They have been doing what they've been doing for 35 years, began in Woodstock in a church hall helping children with special needs, particularly autism. And now they've grown into a huge not-for-profit business and have a great impact on a lot of people in our area. So that's the heart of Ulster County.
And of course, Ulster County tourism is such a draw to people from out of the area, and you have an award for that too. Who got it this year?
We do. The Pine Grove Ranch and Family Resort. People do still come here to ride horseback and enjoy all the great water sports that are available there. So a great local family-owned business, Pine Grove Ranch and Family Resort.
Now, the dinner award is on October 20th, and is it open to the public?
It is indeed, yeah, and we hope it's going to be a sellout. It's a great event. It's one of those really good feel-good nights in Ulster County. We're there just to bring some good news and put all the bad news behind us for the night.
If people are interested in attending, what do they do? Go to the website? How do they get in contact with you?
Right, ulsterny.com is the website for UCDC, so go there and you'll find ticket information.
Terrific. It sounds like a great night.
It is a great night.
Ward, you've been the president of the Chamber of Commerce, the Regional Chamber of Commerce, for 8 years.
Right.
Your predecessor did it for
34 years.
34 years.
Right.
So how did you end up in the position from morning radio to there?
Well, it's one of those jobs, I mean, there's not a lot of them, chamber presidents, and when I heard that Len was retiring, Len Kane, I decided it was something that I felt I could do a good job at. I love to help businesses. I've always loved to promote and market, and so I was delighted when I was chosen. It's just, it's the best job in the world.
That's it for this edition of Kingston Now. Our thanks to Ward Todd of the Ulster County Regional Chamber of Commerce for joining us. I'm Jimmy Buff. We'll see you next time.